The history of the hamburger. Are you ready for a sizzling journey through time and taste? The hamburger, a beloved staple of modern fast food, has a rich and fascinating history that will make your mouth water. From its murky origins in the bustling streets of 19th century Hamburg to its transformation into a global sensation, the hamburger has undergone a flavorful evolution that reflects the cultural and economic changes of the modern world. So grab a bun and settle in for a mouth-watering adventure through the juicy history of the hamburger. The hamburger is an iconic American food that has become popular worldwide, with its origins being a topic of debate between the United States and Germany. Regardless of its origins, the hamburger symbolizes the larger trend of culinary globalization led by fast food chains like McDonald's. From the Big Mac Index to its ubiquitous presence on menus around the world, the hamburger remains a true symbol of international food culture. The roots of the hamburger can be traced back to Europe in the 19th century, with dishes like the hamburger Rundstück and the beef preparation called Iccia aumentata described in the Episches cookbook. Hamburg, a major port city in northern Germany, played a significant role in the development of the hamburger, with restaurants in New York City serving Hamburg-style American filet and beefsteak a la Hamburger, catering to the taste of European immigrants. In the late 19th century, the Hamburg steak, a fried patty made of chopped beef, eggs, onions, and seasoning, gained popularity in New York City and eventually replaced the term Hamburg steak with hamburger in the United States. Today, the hamburger has become a staple of American cuisine with countless variations and even international adaptations. The popularity of the Hamburg steak was due to the industrial use of mechanical meat shredding, which allowed minced meat to be sold in large quantities at reasonable prices. America became one of the world's largest producers and consumers of beef, which helped the Hamburg steak become popular. However, corruption problems soon arose in the meat industry, endangering both quality and hygiene. The publication of books such as The Jungle raised public awareness about the safety of meat processing, leading to the creation of the Pure Food and Drug Act. The origin of the hamburger always remains a point of contention among historians, with several claims being made for its invention. However, the most commonly accepted version is that a cook in a small town in Texas placed a ground beef patty between two slices of bread. Others credit the founder of White Castle for creating the hamburger sandwich. Despite the many competing claims, the hamburger has become a global culinary icon and a staple of fast food cuisine. The history of the hamburger is closely intertwined with the development of the United States in the 20th century. As urban centers grew and transportation improved, a need arose for fast, affordable food that could be easily consumed on the go. Hamburgers emerged as a popular choice, initially made with simple ingredients such as ground beef and bread. Over time, a variety of condiments and accompaniments were added to the burger, including ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, onions, and vegetables like lettuce and pickles. French fries and soft drinks like Coca-Cola and Pepsi also became popular menu items alongside the burger. The rise of fast food chains and the mass production of hamburgers allowed for their widespread availability and affordability. While hygiene and food safety were sometimes compromised in these restaurants, they provided a convenient alternative to traditional sit-down dining for a growing population that was frequently on the move. The White Castle system, which was the first fast food restaurant in the United States, was founded by Walter Anderson and Edgar Waldo Billy Ingram in 1921. Anderson's innovative use of hygienic cooking methods and the addition of onion rings to his burgers quickly attracted regular customers. Ingram helped to change the negative connotation surrounding the word burger and establish the White Castle system, which emphasized rapid service and a standardized menu centered around the hamburger. White Castle's success was rooted in propaganda, and it became the first restaurant to advertise in newspapers in 1931. The restaurant chain also pioneered takeout service and was the first to market square burgers, called sliders, which sold for 5 cents into the 1940s. The franchise model emphasizing horizontal integration helped White Castle grow to 116 restaurants spread over 2,300 kilometers by 1930. However, despite its growth, White Castle has never opened a restaurant outside the United States. Overall, the history of the hamburger reflects the social and economic changes that took place in the United States during the 20th century. The rise of fast food chains and the mass production of hamburgers allowed for their widespread availability and affordability, making them a convenient and popular choice for fast food consumers. The enduring popularity of the hamburger remains a testament to its status as a classic American food. In the 1960s, McDonald's launched a successful advertising campaign promoting the ability of customers to enjoy the same burger anywhere in the United States, and later expanded this concept to many parts of the world. The McDonald's restaurant chain was founded by Patrick McDonald and his sons Richard and Maurice in Monrovia, California in 1937. By 1953, the McDonald brothers had begun franchising their restaurant, and in 1955, Ray Kroc opened the first franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. Kroc played a key role in standardizing the chain's burgers and in expanding McDonald's across the United States. The company encountered challenges as it expanded globally, sometimes resulting in protests and opposition. Over the years, many different variants of the hamburger have been created, with some becoming very popular. Other restaurant chains have tried to reproduce the success of McDonald's and White Castle, while others serve to influence McDonald's. For example, Big Boy first opened in 1936 in Glendale, California, and became known for the double-deck cheeseburger, which was first made there. The chain also popularized the drive-in restaurant format, which was simplified by McDonald's-type fast food operators. After World War II, a number of hamburger restaurants known as Burger King, later Burger King, began emerging. In 1969, Wendy's was founded by Dave Thomas and John T. Schuessler in Columbus, Ohio. The rise of these fast food chains and the mass production of burgers contributed to the globalization of hamburgers, which became a symbol of American fast food culture. Today, the hamburger is still a popular menu item at fast food chains and restaurants around the world, with countless variations and adaptations. The hamburger became an integral part of American culture during the post-World War I period, with many fictional characters like Popeye and Jughead being passionate about them. As motorization took hold in the 1950s, drive-in restaurants became a common sight across America, with burgers often served by car hops. The popularity of hamburgers continued to grow in the Cold War era, and they became a national symbol of the United States. By the 1960s, American society had become highly motorized, and hamburgers were often served at drive-ins by car hops. The popularity of hamburgers continued to grow in the Cold War era, and they became a national symbol of the United States. Hamburgers also made appearances in pop art, computer games, and American television shows like Man vs. Food. Today, variations on the burger abound, from haute cuisine burgers made by celebrity chefs to vegetarian and vegan burgers made from soy and other plant-based ingredients. The enduring popularity of the hamburger reflects its status as a classic American food and its ability to adapt to changing times and tastes. Whether served at a fast food chain or a gourmet restaurant, the hamburger remains a beloved staple of American cuisine and a symbol of the country's culture and identity. That's it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to always stay up to date with our latest content. Thanks for joining us on this savory adventure, and we'll see you in the next one.